In part 2 of our A Day in the Life of eThekwini Municipality, Andre continues to explore the innovative ways this municipality has developed to deliver services to KZN communities, including the informal, of which there are about 580 in their municipal area.
Van wagte wat wasgeriewe oppas en in stand hou, tot moniteerders wat ongewone verhogings in waterverbruik in die plakkerskampe ondersoek.
eThekwini worked closely with the Natal University to develop technologies in the lab, which they then institute in the field, such as recycling nutrients. These technologies also generate business opportunities as they are turned into fertilizers.
Wêreldwyd is daar 'n toevloei van mense van landelike gebiede na die stede.
Hier in eThekwini is dit presies dieselfde, met soveel as 150.000 mense wat die munisipaliteit per jaar binnestroom.
Dit beteken dat 1 miljoen mense, of meer as 1 miljoen mense, in 500 van die plakkerskampe woon. Maar tot dusver is al baie min protes teen swak dienslewering. Kom ons vind uit, wat doen die eThekwini munisipaliteit anders?
Sowat 50 km binnelands van eThekwini sentraal het mevrou Radebe en haar gemeenskap nou kraanwater. Elke aand word elke huishouding se vat gevul met 300 liter gratis water. Sy en 75.000 ander huishoudings in die munisipaliteit beskik ook nou oor urine-afleidingssanitasie. En om hulle te help om die stelsel te verstaan, gaan eThekwini se gemeenskapskakelbeamptes van huis tot huis.
Konke nje kuphelele. Ngicela neyithombe nalana ziyasiza ukuthi uma fanele ngenze njani.
Nie te ver daarvandaan nie, lei Joseph sy groente nat met water uit sy 5000 liter reënwatertank. Dis een van 2000 wat deur eThekwini geïnstalleer is om mense wat hulle eie voedsel wil verbou te help. Nader aan eThekwini sentraal maak Pumzile en Gidi reg vir werk by wasgeriewe in die plakkerskamp waar sy bly. En by die Universiteit van KwaZulu-Natal se chemiese ingenieurswese laboratorium is navorsers en tegnisi ook druk besig om nuwe tegnieke om water en sanitasie effektief te lewer uit te dink.
Because of the water stress situation, we all have to be careful how we use water. And right now, this municipality is sitting in a situation where we are facing water restrictions because the dams that should be in place are not in place. And because of the rapid growth and movement of people into our municipality, the pace of constructing new infrastructure hasn't kept up with that rapid growth.
Right.
Vanweë hierdie druk het eThekwini die KwaZulu-Natal Universiteit omtrent 5 jaar gelede genader om hulle te help om nuwe metodes te ontwikkel.
So this led them to look at a whole range of innovative ways of supplying these services, and they were not afraid to experiment and try, and to keep trying until they got success with these different services.
Baie van die navorsing by die universiteit is gebaseer op effektiewe aanvraagbeheer van water, wat die afvalstroom verminder deur nitrate in die water te herbring. Voedingsstowwe soos nitrate en fosfate, wat hoofsaaklik in urine, kunsmis en ook natuurlik waspoeier aangetref word, is die hoofoorsaak van eutrofikasie in ons damme en geniet die aandag.
Hierdie urine-afleiding toilet wat in landelike gebiede opgerig word is 'n voorbeeld. Dit het nie water of instandhouding nodig nie.
Sanitation system. It's on-site sanitation, and it doesn't require any water. So the supply of water to a dwelling and the kind of sanitation must be...
Vaste en vloeibare afval word geskei. Die vaste afval gaan in afwisselende jare in 2 tanks onder die toilet in, waar dit afgebreek en na 2 jaar as kompos gebruik kan word.
The urine was originally just designed to soak away into the ground, but we've now got to the next stage where we're looking at the beneficial reuse of the nutrients in the urine. So this is a system that we're putting in. It's an experimental system, and we're undertaking certain tests on it.
Dis in die laboratorium waar 'n Switserse span werk om strofiet of kunsmis van die fosfate en nitrate wat in die urine voorkom te maak.
Bastian, I can only guess what this thing is. Please explain it to me.
So in this machine, we call it the reactor, we have these plastic pieces that carry bacteria. And what these bacteria do is they take some of the components in the urine and they decompose them. So the ultimate goal is to produce a fertilizer from the urine, because urine contains many nutrients, and then we can use something that we would throw away usually. We would use it in the agriculture again.
Die navorsing bly nie net in die laboratorium nie. Daar's planne om die urine-opgaring te verhoog en kunsmis te maak vir arm landelike boere.
Are these the urine collection points then?
Yes, exactly. For the moment, we have about 50 households from where the urine is collected. And quite soon we'll have about 500 households where the urine will be collected. And we'll be processing it into fertilizer.
Interessant genoeg word daar 'n ander projek nagevors hier by die borde aanleg. Hierdie stelsel word in Asië gebruik en word getoets om te kyk of dit gepas is vir Suid-Afrika. Dis gerig op gemeenskappe wat nie op die rioolnetwerk is nie. Dis 'n mini-riool aanleg wat sy afval van die huise bo dit kry.
Basically what happens is wastewater comes in from the community. It gets treated anaerobically. It goes through various stages of treatment anaerobically.
So it runs through there and then it just goes through all your...
So you have your...
Die doelwit is om die halfbehandelde water deur 'n geboude vleiland te laat suiwer om die voedingsstowwe daaruit te verwyder.
And what would you use this water for?
We want to use it for irrigation, urban horticulture. So people can grow their fruits and vegetables at the site.
And would this water be safe to use in an agricultural environment?
That's what we're actually looking at. This is a technical evaluation plant. So we actually want to see if this construction wetland can actually clean out the effluent. And that's the whole purpose of this actual system.
Dus, alhoewel daar nog 'n bietjie navorsing nodig is daar iets wat reeds geloods en gepatenteer is deur die eThekwini. En dis hierdie korrelmaker.
And explain to me, what is this device behind us?
Okay, this is a method of disposal of sludge. We in eThekwini have quite a problem with 35,000 odd pit latrines that we have to empty, and we have to dispose sludge, costing us approximately 20 odd million rand a year to dispose of the sludge.
So is 'n oplossing vir die slijkprobleem ontwikkel. In samewerking met privaat maatskappye het hulle hierdie korrelmaker ontwikkel wat uitgedroogde slijk vat en dit kompakteer. Dit gaan een kant in en deur 'n hitteproses wat al die kieme en patogene dood.
But it's quite hot. This is where it turns into the infrareds. This is where the section of the infrareds now, which does the depathogenization. Kills the pathogens. Gets up to temperatures of 560 degrees.
Because this is the big important...
This is the main important part of it, yeah. That's the important part at the top there.
Aan die ander kant kom 'n patogeenvrye kunsmis uit wat groot potensiaal het vir landbou. 'n Baie doeltreffende manier om menslike rioolslyk te herwin.
And yeah, it can be utilized not only for pit latrine sludges, but for any other sludges where you can perhaps have drying beds, or it's a digested type sludge that you put into the process.
It's an effective way to deal with the waste product and get a profitable product out.
We feel that this process here could actually turn the process of disposal of sludge into a productive and economically viable process whereby it will be a cost viable thing for companies to get involved in.
And it's safe to use.
Absolutely.
Ons het nou gekyk na die nuwe dinkwyse rondom water en sanitasie in die landelike gebiede. Maar wat van rondom die stedelike gebiede? As gevolg van die snelle instroming van mense na die stad, is daar 'n behuisingstekort. En daar word beraam dat daar 1 miljoen mense in sowat 500 plakkerskampe woon. Nogtans word elektrisiteit, water en sanitasie aan hulle verskaf. Plakkerskampe is dikwels 'n groot probleem van waterbesoedeling, soos ons al in baie programme gesien het. Die ablisieblokke is baie keer gewandaliseer, krane stikkend en riole loop in die strate en riviere in. Maar hier is dinge anders. eThekwini het in raadpleging met hierdie gemeenskappe en hul leiers hierdie wasgeriewe ontwikkel en is besig om dit te installeer. Een vir omtrent elke 50 wooneenhede. Daar is wasdrogte aan die agterkant, sodat grys water nie die omgewing besoedel nie. Daar is aparte geriewe vir mans en vroue, wat beskik oor storte, urinale, wasbakke en toilette. Daar word selfs toiletpapier verskaf, want dit is goedkoper as om verstopte drains oop te maak. Die eenhede is silverskoon, en daarvoor kry die opsigter wat deur eThekwini water en sanitasie betaal word, die eer.
We've engaged the local leadership in the appointment, in the employment of the caretaker, and they decide who should be employed, and we then appoint and pay the caretaker. It's in most cases the caretaker lives next door to the toilet facility, so they can keep an eye on it at night as well.
Pumzile, die opsigter, sê dat vandalisme omtrent heeltemal gestop het. Maar sy is bekommerd dat mense van oral kom om die geriewe te gebruik.
Engifuna ukusho mina njengamanje ukuthi njengoba khona lama toilet nalama shower abantu abawasebenzisayo baningi kakhulu bebaningi kakhulu ngingathanda okungcono ukuthi okungcono ngeedelwe noma elilodwa ngoba abantu abasuka le phezulu bezela nabala ezansi baningi kakhulu.
Die munisipaliteit weet hoeveel huise daar per nedersetting is. En teen 300 liter gratis water per dag per huishouding kan hulle waterverbruik monitor.
We are able then to read this meter on a monthly basis and work out the averages. And if we see any discrepancies in the high usage, we would then investigate the settlement to look if there's any illegal connections or why is there such an increase in the water itself, in the usage of the water.
Die eThekwini munisipaliteit, soos ander munisipaliteite, ontvang 'n regeringssubsidie. Hierdie subsidie is gebaseer op statistieke van armoede. Hierdie statistieke is ongelukkig gewoonlik verouderd en as gevolg van dit moet die Durban munisipaliteit die kostes kruissubsidieer deur die belastingbetaler.
eThekwini se eiendomsbelasting is van die hoogste in die land. En met slegs 500,000 munisipale belastingbetalers en met 3,7 miljoen mense in die munisipale gebied, hoe volhoubaar kan die lewering van gratis dienste op die langtermyn wees?
Hopefully, the situation will stabilize and this rapid growth will level off. And then we can afford to charge less to our customers because we'll have more rate-paying customers and more people, their quality of life will improve, more people being able to afford to use services. Other cities that haven't addressed that problem still have that challenge to come. We have faced it and are far down the road.
Don't go away. After the break, Simon speaks to Neil McLeod, the head of water and sanitation at eThekwini, about what other municipalities can do to achieve similar functionality.
Neil McLeod is die hoof van water en sanitasie by eThekwini munisipaliteit en is grootliks aan sy versiendheid en vindingryke denke te danke dat dinge so glad verloop in eThekwini. Simon gesels met hom in die ateljee oor sy suksesse en hoe hy so doeltreffende en toegewyde span bymekaar gekry het. Wat kan ander munisipaliteite doen om dieselfde funksionaliteit te verwerf?
Neil, thank you so much for joining us here on 50/50. I seem to always be having really great discussions with people from eThekwini municipality. What are you guys doing right?
I think the environment that we work in allows us to do that because we've had stability. So our political leadership's been the same for the last 15 years, and a lot of the management's been the same. So the level of trust is high, and so we're able to take risks that maybe others wouldn't take.
And there's seems to be that confidence as a result to really inject some fresh thinking into the way that you run the city.
Well, that's because we're facing challenges that nobody else is facing or that nobody else has solved. So we sit with these problems and look around the world and can't find something that's appropriate to our needs, and so we have to go out and find a solution. It's not only in my area of activity, but as you've said, across the city, people are doing that kind of thing. But that's part of that environment that exists within the city.
Now, I know that I've seen handbooks published by the municipality designed for other municipal managers. I know that you sit in an advisory capacity with Johannesburg. Are the other municipalities in the country willing and able to learn from what eThekwini's done?
It's quite ironic in a way that we do more work with countries outside South Africa than we do with the municipalities in South Africa. We get more requests for assistance and advice from beyond our borders and from within our borders. I'm not exactly sure why it is, but you're right, there's a lot of work that we've done, and we're aware of work that others have done that needs to be shared and is not shared. I think that's part of our problem. We're all trying to solve the same problems, and nobody's sitting down and saying, well, how did you do it, and can I learn from you, or can I take your material? Some have, a few municipalities have, but it's not common.
What sort of other cities have contacted you internationally?
Well, right now I have staff in Bulawayo this week. I've got 4 people helping them with their tariffing, with non-revenue water management, with looking at improving their service levels, dealing with pollution. But we've worked with Mozambique and in Angola and Ethiopia and Kenya, many countries.
So is your sense that inside our borders we could do this sort of knowledge transfer better?
Yes, definitely. The problem, there's two problems though. One is the willingness for people to share or to actually, I suppose, put their pride in their pocket and go and say, what are you doing that I can learn from you? But also we don't have structures in place that allow this to happen very easily. We don't have like a World Bank that's saying, oh, you've got that clever idea or that initiative, can we ask you to share it with this country? South Africa, yet we don't have that. I know people are working on trying to do that, but it doesn't exist.
But surely knowledge should be able to feed up through into the National Department of Environmental Affairs, something like that, to enable that knowledge transfer through?
Well, it should, but there's quite a divide between national and local government in reality. National government's more interested in policy and setting the broad direction, and we're more interested in meeting the needs of individuals where they're at. So it's more localized, individualistic type approach, and they're very different. And you have different people working in the two environments.
If there are 3 or 4 things that eThekwini do now that you've got working, that you can see work on the ground, that you would love to see transferred across South Africa, well, what would they be?
Well, some of our technology. For example, free basic water. The free water policy started in Durban in 1996, and that's been taken by government and rolled across the country. So there's an example where they have done it. But we have other solutions, like the way we deal with customers, our call center software. We've written software which enables a call center operation to process calls and keep track of them. We make that available to other municipalities free of charge. You can have a copy. It's not copyrighted or anything. Very few have taken up that offer. We have materials to train teachers and children in schools about water and sanitation and health and the link between the three and why you need to wash your hands and that kind of thing. Very little of that has been taken up. We don't get a lot of comeback from other municipalities.
And some of these more innovative, unusual programs, I'm thinking now about, as we saw in the insert, being able to use sewage as a source of compost and, you know, trying to get the phosphates and those sort of things out. Is there a lot of potential to see that rolled out nationally?
We believe so. In fact, internationally. That's one of the issues that we see coming down the line that's going to face the world, that we're running out of phosphorus, that you need phosphorus for agriculture. There's a lot of it in our urine and feces. We also have the reality of a situation where all this pollution from untreated waste is going into our rivers, and we're running out of water. So we're running out of water, we're running out of nutrients. And sanitation is the glue that brings those things together. If you have effective sanitation, you won't have polluted rivers. If you can recover the nutrients, then you can have sustainable agriculture. So the plant that is producing fertilizer from pit toilets, we've patented the idea so that it's protected, but it's available to anybody to use.
Neil, finally, there are dozens of municipal managers watching us right now, thinking, sheesh, we could use that in our municipality. Who do they get hold of at eThekwini?
Well, they'd have to phone me, I guess. And, we're very, very happy to work with any municipality. But I wouldn't like that to come across as some kind of arrogant thing. We've got problems that we haven't solved. So maybe in this engagement we can see how they're solving issues as well. That's what I found. A lot of the solutions we have are other people's ideas from the rest of the world that we've kind of modified for South Africa. Even solutions from the rest of South Africa that we modified for our own purposes. So I think we all stand to gain if we can share our knowledge and our learnings.
Neil, thank you very much for joining us 50/50.
Thanks, pleasure.
Cheers, Tabo.
Dis baie bemoedigend.